Hello, my dear students. Today's lecture will be about crisis management in tourism industry in Geography of International Tourism. In today's lecture, firstly, I would share with you the information about why it's important crisis management in tourism industry and how it will affect it to other factors to the development of tourism industry, and also the crisis management cycle in tourism sphere. In general, also I give you some examples and cases with some statistics, and finally I will share with important information with crisis management. The purpose of today's lecture to understand properly why is important crisis management in industry, in any industry, and also in tourism industry, and what types of crisis management nowadays we have, and how should we solve these problems with different solutions. And the main objective of today's lecture to define crisis management in different situations and discuss different types of crisis management and explore different strategies and methods to identify crisis, to solve the crisis in tourism management, and also analyze different cases with statistics. Firstly, let me introduce today's lecture's topic. It's our main ideas. It's crisis in tourism. What is it? Crisis. Crisis is events or situation, in unexpected situation which disrupt or damage normal situation. It can be earthquakes or natural disasters or pandemic situation or political impacts or unrests. Why is important in tourism industry crisis management? Because you know that crisis, it's an unexpected situation or events, but tourism, you know that one of the spheres that have different situation, unexpected situation, which is at the end of result will be negatively affected to the development of industry. That's why to ensure the safety of tourists or security of any tourist destination, we should solve by crisis management. That's why it's really crucial to know. And here it's really important the collaboration or engagement of stakeholders, because without any engagement of stakeholders we cannot do properly crisis management activities, crisis management strategies. That's why it's collaboration or engagement of stakeholders is very important. Now I would like to share with you different types of crises affecting to the development of tourism. Firstly, it's disaster management. Disaster management or the natural disaster, it means that a lot of natural situation which is we cannot affect, man-made affection, we cannot solve this problem. It can be earthquakes or can be tsunamis or other hurricanes, which is related with weather, related with climate or other things which is related with natural resources. Second, it's health crisis. It's one of the examples, COVID-19, which is related with a pandemic or epidemic situation. And thirdly, it's political instability. We can say that or tourism, because it's also affected to the development of tourism or the decreasing number of tourists in tourist destination, or it can be unstable situations. That's why it also we have to solve or manage such situation. And fourthly, it's economic crisis. You know that in the world we have several world economic crisis. One of them, it was 20th like century and 21st, at the beginning of 21st century. That's why it's a global like instability in economics also affected to the development of tourism. It's also we should manage by crisis management. And technological failures or cyber attacks, it's also will be affected to the development of tourism or number of tourists, because you know that nowadays privacy of tourists is very important. And in the in first place, it's security and safety very important in crisis management. And finally, reputation crisis. It means that reputation crisis, it can be made by like human being, because it can be bad or dark advertisement or other situation which is affected to the also development of tourism negatively. And now I would like to share with you the crisis management cycle or life cycle, because this cycle, if we will understand properly, we can understand crisis management situation. And in first place, the pre-crisis phrases. In that time, in this phrase or in this stage, all stakeholders have to like engage for the creating like any strategies or planning or policy of crisis management. So, and everyone have to know their own function. In this first stage, it's really important. In second stage is crisis response phrase. It means that during the crisis, any crisis, and a lot of like actions should be done by like stakeholders from the top to down. And also crisis communication, it's important, because that time it's communication between like stakeholders, between like government to locals, it's really important. And final stage of crisis management cycle, it's like after crisis, or it called like post-crisis phase or stage, and after crisis situation. It's that time we should like consider about recovery. How should like recover tourist destination properly from the like crisis, and after that evaluation, how we organized during the like crisis our crisis management situation, and do we should like continue this strategy or methods at next crisis, or change. That's why it's evaluation and recovery, it's final stage of crisis management cycle. Of course, crisis management, it's very important to solve properly with different methods and strategies. That's why we now I will share with you different like types of tools. It's first risk assessment models or tools. It can be like different analysis to know, to understand properly the situation in advance at the beginning of before crisis. It's SWOT analysis or PESTEL analysis. Nowadays, before it was used to be used SWOT analysis, but nowadays PESTEL and other types of analysis using like properly, because in PESTEL analysis we use all, like we not use include all factors of like crisis which is affected by other situation. It can be political situation, economic situation, or even legislative like situation will analyze. And second, using technology or digital like transformation, it's very important. Firstly, it's social media, because social media helps to understand properly situation like by different information resources. And secondly, quick response to do like properly like any announcement during the uh, crisis. And also then data analytics help to monitor and manage forecasting any risks, any risky situation in crisis management. And as I said before, it's partnership or collaboration, it's important. And also recovery marketing after crisis management situation, to do like properly, and also to like solve properly that at the end of this situation. Let me now share with you different international cases which has like very successful like crisis management. It's Thailand, because Thailand was at 2004 tsunami, and that time it's very affected not just tourism but also other spheres. But tourism also had like bad situation, which is decrease the number of tourists around the world. And also it's affected to be like very bad or unsecure destination around the world. And also they used different marketing and branding company to recover, and also to be like trustful destination around the world again. And also another lesson we can get like Bali's response to the like delayed communication for lack of comprehensive recovery strategy. It was like one of the like bad examples of around the world, and that's why Bali was like recovery time was so like long. And also final example or final case is COVID-19, because during the COVID-19 New Zealand was organized very like managed isolation program, which was very helpful to recover after like COVID. And also they used domestic tourism as a main product of international to to be internationally important in the tourism industry. That's why it's, I think, very successful crisis management recovery program. In conclusion, in today's lecture, I understand properly why is important crisis management and how should we organize during the crisis different strategies and also methods, and also collaboration is so effective during the crisis management. And I also said that very important technology integration and also so on. And I think today's lecture was helpful and understandable to you, and today's lecture reference I share with you. And thank you so much for your attention. Have a nice day. Bye bye.